Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Alex of OPL, and today we are going to be looking at a new theory, or kind of a theory. If you guys don't know, there is actually another hidden song of Mob of the Dead. Now, if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically the Moon loading screen song. And I'd like to first off say thank you to Resortified. He lended me this footage because sadly I cannot get that footage in him. I can't really get footage right at the moment, but I can rely on others. But if you guys haven't heard it, I'm going to let you listen to it, and all you have to do is actually, once you start the game Mob of the Dead, don't move and just die. It's quite simple. So I'll let you go ahead and watch and you'll see what happens. Alright, so after you guys saw that, basically what happens is it plays the song, and of course it goes up through the roof and looks at the moon. Now, what does this exactly mean? Like every other map, especially in Die Rise, they actually made this quite imminent, is the death song. It hinted at the next map. Now, this map, though, has multiple endings. It has multiple, like, song endings. But what I find most interesting about this song is that the sheer fact that nobody found this, like, right off the bat. Like, and I'm shocked nobody actually, like said, hey, you know, what happens if I just die and don't move? Nobody actually knows exactly what that did right off the bat. And then somebody's like, yo, you should try that. And then they did, and they're like, secret song. But what I find most interesting about this is that we've gone every other song ending kind of thing, and this was actually, nobody actually knew this existed until Treyarch actually released the soundtrack from Mob of the Dead. That's why everybody's like, oh, this is somewhere. Why is it here? Where is it? And then somebody figured it out and was like, oh, well, that's interesting, if anything. So here's the thing. What does this exactly mean? If you guys don't know, this song is actually for the Moon loading screen from Black Ops 1. And as you guys can see, the camera pans up and looks toward the sky, which basically where the moon is. Now, what exactly does this mean? Does it mean there's a connection? Well, one thing I've kind of thought about, and basically, it's not suggesting that the next map will take place on Moon. It's not what it's saying, in my opinion. We probably won't be seeing that, but what we may see is a kind of a connection to Moon somehow. And the only thing that I can remember from Moon that I find that could be the biggest connection that nobody has not really thought of this far is actually the temple that is on the loading screen of Moon. Now you may be wondering, hey, that's in the future. That impossible. Well, not exactly. Basically, if you guys remember from Shangri-La, the temple basically had the mechanic of time travel. So basically, it was able to move all over the place. Now, you may be saying, oh, no, that's impossible. Well, if anything, if Mob of the Dead is set in 1932, when we typed in 115 and all that kind of jazz, it was interesting to note that that guy said, haha, not this time. In which case, that means that there is kind of this time rift theory that we're going into right now, and it does screw up a lot. I'm going to actually expand on this in another theory coming up. Basically, what's controlling the zombies, etc., etc. And you guys will be like, I already know, now blow your mind, or something. Probably not. But if anything, what I could see this is being a connection that something on Moon will be taking part, Easter egg wise, original characters wise, something. They basically just want us to think that the next map could have a connection to the Moon in general. And another thing that could be possible, that the next map may have something to do with space. Now, what do you mean by space, Alex? Well, Ascension. It was a Soviet test facility and launching facility for rockets. So we may be seeing something along those lines, but it won't be exactly that. It'll be probably some kind of another thing that we haven't thought of. Maybe a satellite place, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't really know what else to say. That there seems to be a connection to this, and possibly in future DLC. Now, if you guys don't know, actually, I did make another video right when the game came out. I looked in the files, and there is the Moon loading screen in Black Ops 2, like as of game file, like it's there, it's ready to go. So in which case, we don't really know what could happen, what exactly we could see here, but in all, I think Moon will be coming back later on, possibly as a single DLC or something, but if not, we could actually see Moon having a big connection in the next upcoming map. And other things that point to the moon is there is the sign in transit in town. If you've been in transit, there is a sign that it's meant. I forget what it's meant to say, but it spells out moon in general, and it's kind of interesting to see that. Die Rise, the moon is freaking huge in Die Rise. Like, it's so prominent, and in all, it makes a lot of connections to this. So I just really want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. What do you guys think? What do you think the next DLC will be? Will we see moon or somehow space in general being connected to this? Make sure to leave your thoughts below. Sorry, my voice is a little off today. I just got back from work, so I'm like, ugh. If anything else, I'd like to also say again, thank you to Resotified for giving me this gameplay. I'd like to also say thank you guys for 2,300 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Make sure to give yourselves a round of applause. I don't know. But other than that, guys, make sure to check out some of my other videos if you haven't. And as always, if you haven't, make sure to subscribe. I love every one of you. And I'll talk to you guys later. And peace.